So welcome to our youth special. My name is Stephen Taylor. Thank you for joining us. And today, focusing on Youth Day, Youth Month, and the importance of our youth in our society today. And that's why I've invited Llewellyn Scholtz. Is that how you say your name?
Yes, Llewellyn Scholtz.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dominee, Pastor.
Thank you.
No, thank you for joining us, Llewellyn. Can I call you Llewellyn? Is that fine?
Yeah, that is
I don't
fine.
need to call you Pastor.
That's okay.
Okay, no, lekker man. So tell us about you before we start. Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Cape Town, Western Cape? Where are you from?
Okay, I am from Western Cape, Cape Town, and also a place called Elsie's River.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and growing up in Elsie's River, just as a background, I went to the high school called St. Andrew's High School. I furthered my studies, and also I had a passion for the Lord. In conjunction with that, I also had a love for IT, because my desire was always, how do we reach people in this generation?
Yes.
So in order to be relevant, with the help of God, it became possible where connected to the pastoral ministry is also connected to what I do in the community, focus on technology and empowering youth.
Which is awesome. So so tell us about some of the challenges growing up in Elsie's River as a youth. There must have been many, right?
Yes, there was a lot. I'm going to start with the word temptations, and also your identity as a person, and how do you form your identity in a place where you are, let's say, marginalized. There's not a lot of opportunities. So the little bit that you see, you need to maximize. I always had a passion for reading, and I think that was my breakthrough in life.
Really?
I had a passion for reading.
Wow.
I would love reading books, and that helped me a lot because I was a dreamer at a very young age. Also a young entrepreneur at a very young age because I needed to survive. Having looked at my parents' income and my mother being the only person working, I needed to become an entrepreneur at a very early age. And that actually contributed to an understanding of entrepreneurship, in how to motivate yourself and selling items. So those were things that helped me in the understanding of entrepreneurship. But that also afforded me to further my studies. And then it resulted in where I finished, let's say a few years down the line, I worked in a factory and I said, this is not for me. There are more to it. But my situation allowed me to work in a factory. And then through short courses and studies, I started developing a passion for IT, and that changed my life. My first job was at Norwood Central Primary School as a computer teacher, and that placed the trajectory for the rest of my life. I considered IT as a field to go into the corporate field, but that first step changed my life because there I could combine education with technology, and it has never stopped in my life. It also allowed me to further find employment to work at Trafalgar High School.
Oh, yes.
As a computer teacher for many years. And after Trafalgar...
Was Nadeem still there?
Nadeem Hendricks,
yes.
No, he left, retired.
Interesting man. I
Definitely.
like him. Nice guy.
And he's the man that gave me that opportunity and saw the potential in me, and also mentored me throughout. And after that, I saw the potential that I see where the world was going in 2010. And the future of technology and education. And I jumped on the social entrepreneurship bandwagon, where I started being an entrepreneur and helping schools in servicing them in IT services and doing a lot of things.
And we had the World Cup.
Yeah, and the World Cup, the World Cup, yeah. And also what was profound for me is when I developed a mobile app, and it was just early days. I had a computer subject, and I was just being frustrated with the fact that children, when they study, they have to sit with hundreds of old question papers, read through it and study it. And I said, I'm going to digitize it. 2011, I digitized it. I gained a lot of attraction. But yet the adoption was slow because in 2011, 2012, people having mobile phones and mobile tablets was quite scarce.
Yes.
But now it's a different story.
Yeah.
But that built so much value for what I did that it resulted in me building partnerships, starting a non-profit organization called Genesis Community IT Initiative, which then developed partnerships throughout Western Cape, even with Western Cape Government, Economic Development and Tourism, where we have a partnership with the ICANN Center. So that's the story that I am projecting. And it's about, with all the opposition that I faced in this industry and being so new and you don't know tomorrow. You just have to wake up every day and say to yourself, whatever challenge comes my way, I need to find today's techniques. Yesterday's techniques may fail me.
That's right.
For today's situation and tomorrow. So you have to wake up with innovation beyond what you face. And that will help young people. And I know we are limited in the many things, but your mind is not limited. And that is what I'm saying to young people. Your mind is not limited. You can find innovative ways for the problems that we face in our communities.
So technology is changing a lot. I mean, I remember growing up. I don't know how old you are now. If I may ask, how old are you?
39.
Okay, so I'm 37. Yeah. So we're on the same wavelength. Tamagotchis was around when I was growing up.
Yes.
Then we went to cell phones, but they weren't so advanced. We had Mix-It.
Yes, we had Mix-It.
And then we had BBM.
Yes,
which was
very
advanced
profound.
at that time. We were like, come on, we can BBM. And now technology has just like progressed. Wow, just so fast. But now, take us back to the app. How difficult is it to start your own app?
At that time,
what do you call it? Manufacturer or producer?
Produce and create the app.
Okay, there we go.
During that time, I had to code the app. I'm going to call it the raw code. We're speaking now about technology.
Yes.
So
is that difficult?
Yeah, that was difficult at the time because there was no support as of now. Today, you can build the app with what we call with building blocks.
Yeah, I know.
They are ready-made websites that say just drag and drop, and there you have an app.
Really?
Yes, sure. Indeed. So I had to literally go code the app because there was no proper support during that time. Sure. But today's technology, anyone out there can build the app. You don't even have to be tech savvy. Sure. You just go to a website, they guide you, you watch 1 or 2 videos, and tomorrow you can produce an app. And that is where technology has actually advanced and accelerated us. And that is quite powerful.
It is, sure.
Yes.
I mean, you can go onto YouTube or Google. When I think something's wrong with me or something's happening, do I want to know something, I go onto YouTube and Google, and we have the answers right there. Sometimes not always correct. You have to look and see what is relevant.
Trusted and not trusted. Yes.
But we kind of take that for granted now. Back then it was a lot harder. I mean, developing an app when you did.
Yes.
Hats off to you. Well done, man. Is the app still active? Is it still around?
It is still active. Some people are still using it. But with the change now of the education system from that time, OBE to CAPS, it has changed and it ought to be updated. Okay. So we're busy updating it for students out there.
So you launched ICANN with the assistance of the Western Cape government. Tell us about that.
Yes, 2014. Western Cape government, I actually answered a call for proposals, whereby to focus on the ICANN Center. It was fairly new and it fell under a category of connected communities. The question was, how do communities connect with technology? Now, although they were connected citizens with the access of Wi-Fi, there was still that challenge to people ought to be empowered. You're now accessing the internet. What do you do on the internet? And that research alone indicated that there was a need that existed for people still to have a computer and still to have access. So out of that concept, the ICANN Center was born. I answered the call for proposals. The partnership was established in 2014. And if I look back today, we have empowered or created more than 10,000 training opportunities for young people over a period of 4 years. That is what we've done.
Now I'm going to take you back. It might be a controversial question, I don't know. But at that time, around that time, I think it was, the Western Cape had free Wi-Fi.
Yes.
What happened to that?
The free Wi-Fi is still active. The free Wi-Fi is still active. I can see it in the communities. The limitation of Wi-Fi and the challenges that it faces. So when Wi-Fi poles are erected, there ought to be support. Electrical support, technology support, and also to the extent of if burglary takes place, that becomes a big risk.
Yes.
And placing these devices in a community poses a very big risk. And where it is located, it can become an attraction for a lot of things to take place. So that is what we've seen over the years, and it becomes quite a challenge. So I've seen some of these poles in our community in some areas still active, and people are still using it because they receive daily Wi-Fi. But as I've mentioned, the risk that involves with it in terms of people congregating in a place that attracts elements such as gang terrorism and all that fear. So that was a downturn either say Western Cape government or even for the community or the person itself that wants to benefit from that amount of megabytes that they get per day and just accessing the email. And we know with the technology of our phones, if our phones goes on and update, it takes up all our data.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
It does. So does that fall under you, the Wi-Fi?
No, the Wi-Fi doesn't fall
Or
under
that
me.
fall under the City of Cape Town, I think it was. Or
Yeah,
the Western
both the City of Cape Town, the municipality has also started rolling out these Wi-Fi spots, and they've used their public access facilities such as the clinics, the day hospitals, and either the libraries. So that is actually a separate project.
Yes.
Although it also provides internet access, and also the Western Cape government in itself has also rolled out throughout Western Cape. So we're looking here at a dual rollout which the user can actually benefit. But in our community, speaking on behalf of Elsies River, which I've seen, I still see young people hanging out by these poles that gives them Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Yes.
But they must go wireless, man, because I know at home I've got Sonic Telecoms and I've
Yes.
got wireless. So that's connected from, I think, a mountain or a rooftop. So
Yes.
it doesn't necessarily need to be accessible to people. So why not do it wireless?
Yes.
I think they should do that.
To answer that, I'm speaking on behalf of Elsies River.
Yes.
But coming back to also to the ICANN Center,
Yes.
is where we have a partnership with Sonic Telecoms.
Oh, is
and
it?
I need to say
Okay.
that they have done a sterling job over the past few years in guiding us, helping us, handholding
No, they
us.
do a lot for the community.
They
yeah?
do a lot, and the establishment with the ICANN Center, they were on board up until now, and the community enjoys that Wi-Fi. They enjoy the Wi-Fi because the whole ICANN is sonic wireless.
Oh, wow.
Because we have Wi-Fi within the building for
Yeah.
people to access on a daily basis, a monthly basis, and also the Wi-Fi has been extended, not a few meters, but in 100 meters more. We have extended the Wi-Fi, so people in the proximity of the ICANN and a little bit further are actually enjoying that Wi-Fi. And this Wi-Fi helps because young people come to the ICANN Center either to do their CV, either to get updates, either just to sit there, talk about tech, and even with our students coming on board that we are training.
Oh, so they can walk into the
They can
center.
walk in.
Okay.
It's a walk-in approach, the ICANN
Okay.
Center, and they can walk in and they can make use of our digital services, ranging from printing, laminating, faxing, but you
Wow.
also become an ICANN member.
Is that where you're based?
Yes, that is where I'm
So we have
based.
to come visit you there
Yeah,
sometime
no,
and see
definitely.
how it operates, because it
Yes.
sounds very interesting.
It's a very interesting model because we have an ICANN membership that we make citizens part of it, and out of the membership we do give free courses to people. Membership also allows you to get free Wi-Fi, and it also allows you to participate in specific programs.
Wow.
Why a membership in a community? Because now we look at the demographics and we're looking how they grow. Out of the memberships, we extract our students. They become ICANN students, and that is where the global certificates, the Microsoft, the Adobe, all those certificates, they do. So we do international certification with our partnership, Master Skill and also Cityport. So the ICANN model is a strong model of partnerships. And these content provider partnerships, Master Skill and Cityport, has also supported the ICANN Center from an empowerment perspective, whereby Sonic Telecoms empowers the ICANN Center from an access perspective. And having all these oversights and partnerships, even Western Cape government, has helped us to accelerate and produce more than 10,000 training opportunities over a period of 4 years. And we had more than 50,000 feet that we've counted walking into the door. So those are the power things that are happening at the ICANN, because you cannot speak about empowerment and adoption if you're not giving people access. So the ICANN has a unique model. It's access, adoption, and empowerment. And that has been our model
Is there age
throughout.
limit?
The age limit?
So if I, like Stephen Taylor, walk in there, 37 years old, are you gonna bounce me?
No, we would welcome you, open arms. We would welcome you.
Because I mean, let's face it, Sipho Hatsexma Bruiser got his matric at like the age of 60, right?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Okay, so I'm still okay.
So the focus, definitely. So the focus is an all-inclusive approach. So we have
Okay.
young people, children, that is coming to the ICANN Center because they would want to, especially with children, they accelerate in technology. You get children that can't even read properly, they're still very young, but they have the ability to navigate on your phone. So
know,
there's
that's
already,
weird,
that's a
I know.
potential. So children, youth, unemployed youth, high school students, we do a range of projects and we work with our schools. We work with the unemployed youth, and also we're working with the workforce that are unskilled and want to upskill themselves. And there we offer evening classes to the extent of office admin, IT technician, and also coding. But we also do the same courses during the day, not to discard the unemployed youth also have the opportunity. But also with the elderly, we have free courses on a Friday. And those free courses, anyone is available. And we've seen people over the age of 35 that comes for that because they feel they've been left out of the system.
Yes.
And we create that opportunity for them to be skilled. For Fridays, we have free courses for them.
But I know that, I mean, the show goes out across South Africa and Africa as well. Can people access content online? I know that there's an online platform that you've launched for youth to be able to access online courses and stuff like that. Tell us about that.
Yes, the ICANN has, we have moved online prior to COVID-19. We've moved online with our courses, and that allows us to broadcast our courses to everyone. In our model, they are paid courses, but we're talking about what we can offer to the youth today.
Yes.
And that platform is called opentostuddy.online. So you can type in open, the number 2, opentostuddy.online. And with our partnership, you can actually do these courses. So we have a platform that people can learn. Now, when I talk about youth, the biggest need for them is digital literacy to start out with. Everyone needs digital literacy, and everyone needs to be productive in the workplace. And when we talk about productivity, we would obviously relate to common technologies such as Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Access, because these are common programs across industries that any youth must be skilled in.
Yes.
And this is what the platform offers. The name of the platform is called Jasper Active Platform. Now, you may go to YouTube and learn about Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, which is not the problem, which has a video approach. But the Jasper Active Platform have a kinesthetic learning approach. We know that's a big word.
Yeah, what is it?
It's all about how you are learning while you are actually doing it.
Wow.
So you go on the platform. So it's PC based, it's desktop based. So you have to download and install the software, and you use a minimum of data while learning through the platform. This platform leads you are able to write a Microsoft Office Specialist exam in either Word, Excel, PowerPoint at the end. So this makes you completely competent. It's not only about learning and you don't have a certificate, but you're able to write a certificate. Even at our institution, at the ICANN Center, you can write international certificates. So after you've completed the platform, you can come to the ICANN Center and write these Microsoft certifications. So this is what the value of what we are offering to the youth is, a free learning platform. That the platform is not only
that word, free.
Free, yes. So it's not only a learning platform, it's a validation platform, because you cannot learn and not assess yourself and measure yourself to where you were and where you are now. And this is what the platform has to offer. So youth in itself can access this platform. And the website that they can access the platform is very simple, opentostuddy.online. But before opentostuddy.online, there's an acronym called youth, just to make it easy. So you type the word youth.opentostuddy.online and they can access the platform.
Okay, we will put that on screen.
Yes,
so that
no,
everyone
thank
can
you.
see.
Appreciate it.
Magic. Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to add also to the platform, we have a strategic rollout.
Yeah.
So we invite non-profit organizations to join us in that regard.
Yes, I saw that. What is it? What is that
Yes.
about? How does that work?
So the non-profit organization can actually go on the platform, sign up, they become a partner. We put the logo on the website, and below the form you can say referred by organization. So students signing up or beneficiaries under this organization, we track them and we send the impact results to the organization as if they are doing it. So that's a give back that we're doing, and that's the way we track. And we're inviting non-profits to be part of this program.
Okay, so Llewellyn, we are running out of time. Where can people, do you have a normal website where people can check you out?
Yes, a normal website which they can actually check us out is www.g-citi.org. g-citi.org. That stands for Genesis Community IT Initiative.
Okay.
That's our official website, a non-profit organization, and you can find most of the details also on there.
Oh, is all the links on there?
All the links are on there, and it can also redirect you to the project website that I have mentioned.
Awesome. Llewellyn
thank you.
Scholtz,
Appreciate it.
Pastor Dominee.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes.
So this is our Youth Day special, or Youth Month special, the importance of our youth in society today. I think it's so important that we do talk about topics like this, and please feel free to interact. At Stephen Taylor SA is where you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere, really. So we're going to wrap the show today with some videos. A couple of youth that have sent in videos, and this is the expression of what Youth Day, Youth Month means to them. So we're going to wrap with that. Thank you, Akona. Thank you, Papi. Thank you, Llewellyn.
Thank you.
And thank you to you. God bless.
I'm the 13-year-old Bianca Langedyk from the beautiful Western Cape. To me, Youth Day is a day to celebrate not only the youth of today, but the future of South Africa. We are the generation that will carry South Africa into tomorrow. Therefore, it's very important that we grow together in strength, that we learn from past mistakes and better ourselves each day, and that we can build a prosperous country which we all can be proud of. By embracing our diversity and differences, we can lean on each other's strengths with a positive attitude and focus our energy in a constructive manner to become a powerful nation, because a strong youth means a strong future. Thank you.
My name is Naila Toye, and today I will be speaking about Youth Day and the importance of it. Now, if you didn't know what Youth Day was or why we celebrated, it is because on the 16th of June 1976, there was thousands of black students along with their teachers who protested to Orlando Stadium. Now, why did they protest? They protested because there was official law that passed against black schools that said that they should implement Afrikaans, which is a language that they didn't understand at all. It was like a completely foreign language to them. The law said that the teachers had to teach in Afrikaans, which made it more difficult for students to learn as well as teachers to teach. So they took it upon themselves to protest against it, and after much protesting and rallying and everything that went on back then, Youth Day honors the brave students as well as the teachers who obviously back then it was very difficult for them to stand their ground and speak out, because anything that they did was a reflection on what the government would do to them or what the white people would do to them, and obviously it was very unfair that time. And the fact that they took it upon themselves to stand up for us also, because at the moment also it has died down ever since then, but we all know that it didn't really work. I mean, compared to then compared to now, it's obviously changed, but we are basically still living in apartheid times. And I don't know if some people don't understand it, but majority of the white people still think they are way superior than people of color. And also, I feel like it's not that bad in South Africa, but we shouldn't just be thinking about South Africa. Just like there was a protest in New York about South Africa, like the world usually thinks about other countries, and I feel like we should also be thinking about like America, that is going through a lot at this moment. And Youth Day, to me, I honestly feel so proud to be a South African, because if they didn't stand up that time, just think about how separated the world would be now. I wouldn't be where I am. Some people of color wouldn't be where they are now. Although there is oppression, there is violence, there's a lot of cases where people of color are actually shot, people of color lose their lives because there are corrupt policemen. There is so much going on in the world right now, and I feel like there are very little videos and very little people who speak out about hope, people who are hopeful about like just spreading awareness that there is good people, there is things that you can look at that are positive in the world. And also, Youth Day isn't just a day. I feel like it shouldn't just be a day where people enjoy themselves. We should appreciate everything that other people did for us, as well as 2020 will be a year that will be signified in history, because there is so much going on, and through it all we are one.